Hey guys, welcome to NATEY in a Bottle, my little mini YouTube series dedicated to the one and only Christina Aguilera. I'm gonna be talking about her Billboard magazine interview and photo shoot. I'm gonna be talking about some official Liberation news that has just come out regarding who is on the album and who isn't on the album. And if you guys were interested in seeing my first reaction videos to either the Accelerate video or Where's Maria, they're linked down below, so you can check out my initial reaction watching these, and I kind of want to just talk a little bit more in depth about it. And I have a special guest today, which you will find out more about later. First time, I'm so excited. You're gonna meet a fellow fighter who is so near and dear to my heart, and I can't wait for you to meet him. So, first up, I have to talk about the Liberation album cover. Holy cow, this cover is really, really beautiful. I love that she's going for a black and white vibe for this sixth album cover. I truly feel like this record, this Liberation era, is the most similar in vibe to Stripped. I feel like for the first time in a long time, Christina feels super free, super creatively driven to just release what is truly authentic to herself. And I'm happy we just got a really pared down image. It's just a close-up, stunning and dramatic shot of her face. Her hair is tousled and messy. She doesn't have any makeup on, but she does have a blinding highlight. Honey, oh, I clocked it. Oh, I saw it. But I love the cover. I think it got a mixed reaction online. I was reading a few comments, but you know, Christina always does the unexpected, but I actually did kind of expect some sort of raw visual like this, just based on the past hints and clues that we've been given along the way of the types and style of photographs that Lou Guilford has done for her. And she was also styled by Mark Goring in this photograph as well. Another beautiful image, stunning breaking news bombshell that came out was the Accelerate single cover. This image, I love. I love how her face looks. I love the angle. It's very different. Again, love that it's in black and white. It pairs really nicely with the album cover. And I was a really big fan. I loved the jewelry. I loved her necklace that she had going on there. I just thought it looked really just kind of wet, really slick. And it just kind of moved me. It was very, very powerful. Throwing it back to that morning when the music video came out, I hardly got any sleep. I don't know about you guys, but when I woke up, I was so overwhelmed. Her website was updated with the new promo images. Her album was available to pre-order on her website. I literally scooped up one of those bundles with the t-shirt. I was like, oh, you know I'm gonna buy this one. I pre-ordered it on iTunes. I saved it on my Spotify. I even I went the whole 9 yards to support this album, and the official track list also came out at the same time, and I was really curious to see what collaborations would have made the album, what some of the song titles would be. And the first thing I noticed, not the most important, but the first thing I noticed was there was no collaboration with Pink. There was no collaboration with Cardi B, which I seriously thought there would be, just based on Christina following her, and there were some rumors circulating, and I thought that it would have been the perfect end to the rap goddess trilogy that she's worked with, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, and then Cardi B. That would have been an amazing trifecta just for her, discography track record. So I was a little let down when I didn't see that. And then later on in an interview, she actually admitted that she wanted to work with Cardi B, but she was talked out of it because someone said, she's not going to be anywhere in a year. You don't want to collaborate with her. And Christina says that she regrets not listening to her own voice and listening to someone else regarding that decision. So I thought that was very candid of her and very honest, and I appreciated, her saying that. After, seeing the initial track list, I will say there are a few gems. Well, they're all gems. I'm excited to hear the whole album, but there were a few song titles that kind of jumped out at me. One of them being the Searching for Maria interlude, I guess, and then going into Maria. I am really excited to hear about this because it is a Kanye West worked on track. There's also samples of The Sound of Music in it and a Michael Jackson sample too. So I'm really excited to hear how this song comes to be. It's also Christina's favorite song on the album. She confessed to Billboard magazine that just came out. I'm excited to hear Sick of Sittin'. So this was like a rumored song on a track list that came out like ages ago. And it is about her being like sick and tired of like being on The Voice, sitting in that big red chair. I can't wait to hear about that. And I just thought that that was kind of like a fun, shady little song title. I'm excited to hear Right Moves featuring Kaida and Shinsia. I hope I'm pronouncing their names right. I love the name of the song Pipe. I love the name of the song Masochist, which I believe there was like a little snippet, you know, running around the internet for a while there, which I did give into and listen to, and I'm excited to hear the whole version because I was really into it. It felt like a very like radio-friendly mainstream song. Those are the vibes that I got. So maybe it's gonna be a single, possibly, Masochist. It's a really endearing name for a single, so I would love to see what kind of, you know, happens with that. There's the Fall in Line duet, which has, you know, finally been like on paper confirmed that it's featuring Demi Lovato. I'm excited to hear their voices and how they complement each other. I'm not the hugest fan of Demi Lovato, but I will say she does have a really great, powerful voice, and I'm excited to hear how they complement each other. Christina also was saying how like she had a list of like names of these young female singers that she was considering collabing with for this song, but like Demi's pipes like had the most power, and so she went with Demi, which I thought was really interesting. So again, I've heard Fall in Line already. It is not the HQ like HD remastered final cut, obviously. I only listened to it once. I just could not resist. I mean, the Queen has been gone for 6 years. There was a little nugget that fell, honey, I'm starving. I had to eat it up, okay? And I love what I heard. I can't wait to hear how it differs from the, you know, whatever low quality leak that came out. But Santa Cristina Maria, thank you for blessing us with this stunning and simple track list. Not simple in a bad way, it's simple in a good way. The track names are really bold, to the point. There's Dreamers, which I love the song Little Dreamer on the Bionic album, so I'm thinking that Dreamers is gonna be maybe something political, having to maybe do with the, you know, whole Dream Act and the Dreamers in the United States, who were the, you know, children of immigrants who illegally came to the United States. I'm thinking it might be a politically driven song, possibly, so I'm excited to hear that. But yeah, everything. I'm excited to hear the whole thing. I can't wait to just like sit down, listen to it front to back. When I bought her stripped album when it first came out, when I was like 13 years old, I literally sat in this chair, I put the CD in the CD player, opened up the booklet, and I just sat there from start to finish, just like looking at all the images, looking at that back album cover collage, and just like really taking it all in. And that is what I want to do with Liberation. Since the album was announced, there have been lots of little mini bits of like, you know, some photos, a little bits of press that have been kind of creeping in and out of like the WWW, World Wide Web. One part of promo that I noticed that really didn't get a lot of feedback or like attention was this Amazon.com, I guess, relationship she's made for this Liberation album. She's wearing this oversized men's suit jacket, and she's wearing this like, this really cute, almost kind of tribal like snake, like maybe it's a bathing suit, maybe it's a dress, and she's just like looking at the side. It's just a straight on profile shot. And I'm really intrigued to see more of these photos. I'm assuming these are from either maybe some Luke Guilford photo sets that he's done. Maybe these are album booklet visuals. I just still, even though we've gotten so many juicy like presents and gifts of these gorgeous photographs, I still have no idea what the album booklet is actually gonna look like, and that's something that is like eating me alive. There was also a really great promo image that came out through Amazon as well, where she's wearing this gorgeous black liquid leather trench, and it's like almost, the photo's almost like distressed with like these little like red stains all over it. It's super cool. And then this same day, her Billboard magazine cover and interview came out and photo spread, and it is so beautiful. This black and white cover, again, this black and white theme, it is great. It is like a start over. It is starting from scratch. It is paring everything down. no color, just a simple image. I love the hoop earrings with her name in them, the bamboo, like metal bamboo earrings with her name in them. I love it. I read the interview and I needed more. It was like such a great interview. I've always loved Christina's print interviews. If you haven't read, try to find the scans online of her Maxim Blender interviews, all of them. All of her Rolling Stone interviews. I think there's also this amazing Elle magazine interview where she had like caramel hair on the cover. I love that she like took the journalist into her Escalade with tinted windows and like blasted the Accelerate single for the journalist while her driver was driving them around her neighborhood. And I love that she was like talking about her neighbors and like that Kendall Jenner's one of her neighbors. And she refers to Kris Jenner as the mom, which I thought was hilarious because, you know, Christina does like tend, I guess, to live under a rock a little bit when it comes to like pop culture and stuff and like TV. I know she like doesn't even know how to work a computer, which we learned in the Billboard video of her reacting to old videos of herself, which was so funny. I just loved how every time she would press play, she'd be like, spacebar. Like that was so cute. And so I like this interview. I like that she's a night owl. I can relate. You know, they talked about her studio being super dimly lit with just some candles. I love that she has a cover of the Maxim magazine from 2002 framed. Honey, that was a major milestone moment, a major cover in my life. I'm just happy that the Queen can acknowledge the power that that image actually had over so many people. In the interview, she talked a lot about The Voice and how she didn't feel, you know, that creative. She kind of felt a little bit stifled while on the show. And I get it. She was on the show for a really long time, and I don't really know why people were making such a big deal out of her statements. She didn't really say anything that crazy. Like Wendy Williams picked up on it, and I love Wendy. I really do. And I thought, you know, people are getting really mad at Wendy for talking about it. I don't think Wendy was like, you know, that disrespectful. You have to understand her job is to be a bit controversial and a bit sassy. She started the piece off with expressing her love for Christina and her voice. I obviously didn't agree with her about like how Christina needs to come out with a hit like Rihanna's in order to be like relevant. I don't agree with that. Obviously, Christina is not in this game for the sole purpose of record sales. It doesn't matter. She is going to have a long career whether she hits #1 or not. She has made it, and she's at a point in her career where she can call the shots and do whatever she wants. Wendy was just trying to make a little bit of drama, and she was, you know, making some speculation about, oh, maybe Christina, you know, called The Voice and was like, I want to come back. And The Voice was like, no, we don't need you anymore. We have Alicia and Kelly and Miley. And like, that's clearly not the case. Christina is like a matriarch. She was at the show from the very beginning. It's clearly her choice for not wanting to be a part of it anymore, or for now, you know, never say never. Love how she also ended the interview by like closing the car door, and as she was closing it, she was like, write great things about me, and just like shuts the door. That's how I imagined her saying it, then like skipping back into her mansion. I loved this photo shoot for Billboard magazine. I felt like it was almost like at the level of almost an album booklet photo shoot. There were so many different vibes. There was hot vibes, cool vibes. I loved her in that really flowing look. That was like almost like Ice Queen. I loved the minimal, like, well, seemingly minimal Photoshop that they did. Like, she wasn't completely smooth and like blown out. Like, you could see pores. It was more raw. I love the gritty black and white. She posted these 2 photos of her looking super Matrix Tina style. I know I've referenced the Matrix like 100 times in this series, but it's just true. I even made like a little story on my Instagram page at NATEYWEB, and I asked like, are you gonna take the blue pill or the red pill? And honey, of course the red pill won the poll. Jeez. But I love it. I love the glasses. I love this ponytail she has. It's like a little ponytail that kind of is just like falls naturally, but it's like, I think a bit gelled, and it just looks so sleek. I also loved this white, beautiful suit moment that she wore to a Glamour magazine event. She looked stunning. I loved, again, the little silver Matrix Tina glasses. It was just giving me like Morpheus Tina vibes, like Matrix in heaven. It was just stunning. Loved it. She looked like such an angel. I wanted to get another fighter's perspective on this Accelerate single and music video, and so I asked my dear friend Vince, who is also an incredible Christina fan, to share his opinion on the single release, on the music video. So I asked Vince to send me a video of just how he felt about the whole like release that crazy morning for the Accelerate music video and the song, and I haven't watched it yet. yet, but I'm gonna watch it right now, and I'm gonna like respond to his video as if we were actually having a conversation, and you guys can like react along to what we're reacting along to. Let's watch.
Oh my
Look at
God, Tina.
Yes.
Hi, Nate.
Hi.
Wow. I'm literally beside myself and the Christina Aguilera paper magazine.
Literally.
Because what else can we talk about? Besides the new music video, I'm literally dying. I woke up this morning, 4:55 a.m. LA time.
Oh my God, that's
and
nuts.
I was literally speechless. I put a video on my Instagram of me like almost in tears. I don't know, like when I watched the video, I just was overcome with emotion. I think it was like a 6-year waiting process that made me maybe feel a little like excited. I don't know. But I really like, I watched the video once and then I watched it again. And then I was like, okay, taking a moment, I check the page. Then I was like, oh my God, there's a pre-order for the album with the t-shirt. So I immediately go and buy that. And I was like, couldn't figure out, like, do I do Apple Pay? Do I do, I don't know what to do. So then I figured it out, and I had like 3 different tabs open, and then I was like, okay, I got it. So I ordered the album. I'm so
his nails.
I am so excited.
I love the pink nails.
Speaking of the album, I'm gonna jump back to the video in a second, but speaking of the album, the artwork, I think is so beautiful. No matter what they say.
So cheesy.
No, I really, I think it's gorgeous. More than anything though, to be honest with you, I'm excited by the names of the tracks on the track listing, especially Searching for Maria and Maria. I don't know why those ones are just like shaking me. I feel like to my core it's like Liberation, like possibly intro, doesn't say intro, maybe is an intro, and then
I know there's no intro brackets anywhere.
It seems very aesthetic. I'm so about the aesthetic. I'm so shook by this whole thing. I'm dying right now. Back to the video.
Yes.
And the song. Really, I guess let's talk about the song. The song, I love the song.
Yeah, I had a feeling you would. I did.
Excited. Hi! I'm so excited.
Such a good singer, by the way.
Hey!
Bitch.
It's Accelerate, featuring Ty Dollar Sign and 2 Chainz.
What the fuck?
I actually myself was excited that they weren't in the video. No offense. I just thought like this is Christina's debut after 6 years. I just want to see her like
she does that a lot.
Lips. Yes.
That was like ASMR.
I love the glitter. I love the black and white. I love the dewy like beautiful glamminess going on, which is like still subtle for her. I was thinking that like if she had released this video and did her old like, you know, intense, gorgeous, more drag type makeup, I think people might have been like, oh, cool. But I think since this was such a specific look, I don't know. I mean, I love it.
That's such a good point.
I'm like literally dying.
That's actually a good point.
I literally am dying. I'm so excited. Just every moment I was watching, I was like, like I was like, oh my God.
Like dry
I was like gagging. I couldn't take it. It's so good. My favorite part of the video actually is the part where it goes into the and she's like going to the camera and she just goes like,
oh my God, yeah.
It's like, what are you, like Mozart. A magician? Like, you're just
like Mozart, bitch.
You're just like this whimsical, like, goddess. I'm like, I don't know why when she just did that thing, I was like, oh, yes!
It was gangsta.
I felt confidence in that moment. I really
Gangsta Tina.
That was like really my favorite part of the whole video. I thought about it like quite a few times right after it happened. Just
that's like a famous GIF now too of her.
Whatever she does. I just loved it. It was so good. Of course, I'm a glitter fiend, so when she went with that glitter, I was done. I was done. I was absolutely done. I loved it. Yeah, and I'm just like really excited. I feel like this song is like a hype song. I don't know. My gut is telling me like, oh, this is like getting everyone like, Christina is back. She is still dirty. Don't you forget it, okay?
Yeah, it is a hype song.
I get it. And I'm excited to see what's coming up next, because I mean, we saw that track listing. I mean, there's the Demi song, which is gonna be Fire on Fire. Yeah, I feel like I covered a lot here. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Nate, thank you so much for having me. This is amazing. I cannot wait to maybe possibly like you come to the States for the tour.
Yes.
And we go to a show together, or I don't know, like I go to Canada. I don't know, like
honey, 100%. I'm coming to LA.
All I know is I'm very excited to accelerate.
Gonna see the tour.
If you guys don't know, Nate and I have been friends literally for like 10 years via the internet because of Christina Aguilera, which is so cool.
Twitter friends, babe.
We did finally meet in person a few years ago and had like the best time, and
it's crazy time.
Especially with this album coming up and everything, we talk all the time. And it's so much fun, and it's so cool to like share a passion about an artistic thing or an artist, or it's so much fun.
It is.
Also my favorite part of the song is when she literally does a call out to her fans, to the OGs.
Yeah. And she tweeted it too.
I thought that was great. I was like, wow, this is a moment.
Yeah.
She's been gone for too long. Because it is here. Yeah, I'm loving it. I just love it.
Yay! We literally, like, anytime we're texting each other, I can almost, like, imagine what he's gonna say, and I feel like it's vice versa. So if we're talking about like something XTINA related, I already know what he feels about it, and he already knows what I feel about it. Do you not love him? Like, I feel like he is one of the most lovable, amazing people ever. He's also an insane musician. You have to check out his band at WINSLET Music. I am such a fan, I literally call myself Nate WINSLET. But the music is so good. It's him and his friend XTINA'S. They actually do incredible music covers every Wednesday, and they've been covering Christina. They did Dirty. It was amazing. So you gotta follow WINSLET on Instagram. Like, you have to. And of course, if you're a fighter or if you're not a fighter, just connect with Vince on Instagram too, at Vince Rossi. And you should follow him on Twitter too, because we like to tweet a lot about XTINA stuff, and he's at VDR Star. If you want to see more me, if you want to see more Vince in my videos, let me know in the comments. So I've been reading a lot of mixed reaction to Christina's single Accelerate from fighters and just from, like, you know, the general public, and that's okay. People, we really need to like get to a point in life where we're not all gonna like the same thing. Just because you love a certain artist or a certain athlete or a certain actress or a certain politician, or if you look up to anyone in life, there's no way, it is absolutely impossible for them to please you all the time. You're not always gonna like it. It might be a slow burner for you, or like a grower, not a shower. You might not like something at first, and then throughout life, events may happen to you where you're like, oh wait, this song I can actually relate to. But you also have to keep in mind, this isn't it. This is just the beginning. This is the beginning, okay? There's going to be a 15-song album. There's going to be way more music videos, way more images. So if you don't like this, there's bound to be something you're gonna like. The Polaroid promo that X and her team worked on for this album. So basically, verified music bloggers, Pheromone, a drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race. We all know from the show when Ru introduced Farrah to XTINA, and XTINA was actually introduced onto the show as Pheromone. So these select few people were mailed Polaroids of XTINA, like real Polaroids, not copies, honey. This is an actual Polaroid. So had a number out of 14. And so I guess it was like one Polaroid per song, but there are 15 songs on the album, so I'm not too sure. But we found out who some of these people were because they revealed themselves on Twitter. And here are just like a few samples of the Polaroids. They're so beautiful. I love the one with the XXX. I believe that was taken during the filming of the Where's Maria little mini documentary. I just loved all these Polaroids. I thought it was such a creative and fantastic way to kind of like do some like Willy Wonka golden tickets. Like only a few are out there. Like who knows who's gonna get them. I love that. Obviously I was like, girl, am I gonna get one? And I feel like a lot of fighters felt like that too. And I even like did a little like Twitter video moment on at XTINA Pride where I like talked about, you know, it doesn't matter if you didn't get one. This is press. I could go on for hours and hours. I still haven't even talked about the fashion credits from the Accelerate video, but I'm gonna have to save that for another video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it so much. It's such an exciting time. The Liberation era is upon us. It is in full swing, and I cannot wait to see what single and video she releases next. It could be any day now. You never know. If you guys have any ideas of what you want me to like talk about in these videos, Christina related, let me know. Like I can even go back in the day. Back in the day, oh baby. You know what I mean? That is really not what she sounds like. But yeah, like I can go way back. We can talk about looks from the past. We can do like a fun music video countdown. Ooh! My top favorite music videos, that would be fun. But also, any breaking news, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to hear more of during this Liberation era. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the little bell for some notifications, and until the next time, I will see you guys later. Bye! Mwah.